Wiz, has hip hop and music always been your passion
Yeah, yep.
since you were a kid?
Yeah, probably since I was like in like 3rd grade.
I mean, you were 17 when you made that video or recorded Say Yeah, right?
No, I was probably like I think I was 19.
19.
Yeah, we were 19.
Yes, we were.
You're a stoner. That's just your thing. Huh?
Yeah,
You're a stoner.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
that.
Well, I mean, I was always into technology. Like ever since I was really young, I would just like take shit apart and put it back together. And like we didn't have cable in my house, so I would like fucking steal cable, and my mom would be wondering how I was watching like pay-per-views and wrestling and shit. Yeah, hell yeah. So it was like naturally, like when the internet came out, and you could steal music, I was stealing music. And I was like downloading instrumentals, and I got really hooked on writing and freestyling, and battle rapping was really popular back then. So that's how I kind of like got a name of like battle rapping and shit. So it was like definitely something that I pursued like through my teens, and that I always knew like in the back of my head, like, yo, this is what I really wanted to do. Like I played sports as a kid, like, you know what I mean? Like,
so did anybody come out of Pittsburgh that succeeded in the rap business that you looked up to?
Not at the time, because everybody was much like
I never
older.
heard anybody from Pittsburgh. Nobody ever came out of Pittsburgh?
There was honestly the one person that I could say who had done it like for my generation, because I was in like middle school, high school when he was doing it. His name is Joe Beast. And he had signed with Dr. Dre, and he was out here working with G Unit and like making mixtapes and shit like that when that shit was really popping.
Yeah.
So like being from the Berg and knowing about Joe Beast, that was the thing. But there were a lot of cats. There were a lot of producers. There were a lot of underground, you know what I mean, people behind the scenes. But nobody who you could really put a name on and be like, yo, that nigga's from Pittsburgh.
I can dig it.
Yep.
I always think it's interesting, being the age I am, having seen the evolution of technology. Do you feel like that?
It's awesome. Yeah, I do feel like that.
Like we were in it with
fucking tapes.
Yeah, tapes, CDs, Blu-rays, all the way
mini
through.
discs.
The internet, the fucking dial-up, right?
Now it's just like a subscription. It's not even like, you know what I mean? Music don't even exist no more.
Yeah,
it's not even fucking real. It is, because you make it and it's a vibration and it's a sound, and sound is real. But that's the only way.
It is interesting. What do you think about that, Mike?
I can remember when hip hop first started, like in the 80s, 1980, 79, and everybody they would bring out their turntables in the park or something, and everybody, all the street kids, all the hustlers, all the gangster guys, everybody would be out. Anybody from any kind of mischief, anything, they all be out, and all in the same vicinity, looking. God forbid if you look at somebody, if you could connect eyes with somebody, step on somebody's shoes or something, it's a fight, a gun battle right away. It was just intense back
Rowdy.
then. Rapping was intense back then.
Oh, it's fucking dangerous.
Yeah, I looked in the 80s. Look, if you look at 88, the top 10 rappers all have records, all are capable of killing you. You look at the top.
That's insane.
You look at the top 10 rappers now. You might mistake them for boy bands sometimes.
You know, Mike.
No, serious.
No, I know. Dude,
You know,
you're right. You're totally
those guys
right,
look very
bro.
dark back then.
Yeah.
They're very dark in the 80s.
Yeah.
They're very, very dark.
Yeah. They had a lot. There was a lot.
They were getting
I was
beat.
born in 87.
A lot of them was getting beat for their money. A lot of guys didn't understand the business. It was new to them. They didn't understand getting money for this stuff they did every day.
I mean, it was raw as fuck back then, right?
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Tupac was a really interesting guy.
I think a lot of people were really
kind.
fucking scared for their lives at that time.
No, life
too.
wasn't worth shit back then.
That's crazy.
Like the crack epidemic came up. Friends were killing friends, robbing friends.
That is insane.
You know,
like there's two different levels to like where the art was at and where the business was at. Like,
and the rappers were just coming out of that. They were looking at we don't have to do that no more. Let's go in here. And sometimes they get pulled back down into that stuff.
Yeah,
we lost a lot of rappers and entertainers back then, and good people back then.
Then it was hard for cats to like really separate from that shit too.
Yeah.
You know, because nobody really knew how far that they could take it, so they didn't want to turn their back on.
Then what are you gonna do? You got hit records, then you're coming back to Brownsville. You still got to come back to your family and stuff.
Yeah,
and your family's plotting on you.
Right. And then it's so crazy too, because it's
crazy.
Like people don't get set up for like businesses or to like learn that you need to establish credit, and
Not
they
at
don't
all.
learn these things. So like you're in your early 20s and you might get $1 million or a couple million, and you just think you balling, but then the government really come back and fuck you over, and they take that shit back, and it's like you back to square one, and it's like you gotta hustle.
Let's just say
again.
like this: say you pay your government, right? Boom. Now you gotta take care of yourself, your house, and your living.
And you fucking made a kid, and you gotta take care of
your
baby's mom,
your
and
baby's your baby's mother,
Yeah,
your baby's mother.
Yeah.
It goes. They're in the family now.
yeah.
Once we got some babies, we're in the family now, so we're taking care of everybody.
And they want to live how you, or they think you live. Yeah, yep. It's real. It got real.
It's real with you. But it's beautiful stuff, though.
Yeah.
Because the music makes it possible.
It's beautiful stuff.